Automotive Woman. You've probably heard of winter driving experiences, but today I get to test drive the ultimate Italian winter driving experience vehicle. Check out my Prinoth Snow Groomer. Martin, this is so cool. Thank you so much to yourself and to Prinoth. Also our friends at Mont Orford for really setting this up. And this is the ultimate driving experience. So first of all, the courage of this man to do this right now. Did you sign the waiver form?
I'll sign, yes.
Okay, amazing. So when I'm doing a car review, my audience likes to know what's the model, how much does it cost, what's the torque, what's that exhaust test, what's the latest and greatest. So what makes you guys the best snow groomer on the market?
So we're actually sitting here in a Bison X park version of our grooming vehicles. It's a brand new unit from this year. We have a Caterpillar engine, 9.3 liters, tier 4 technology, which is the green stuff. You know, everybody's talking about green now.
Yeah.
So we have 90% less emission, pretty technical stuff, but basically this is green, so, which is really important for our public and environment. We also have a 400 horsepower engine, which is pretty cool for groomers. They really appreciate that because, you know, the idea of grooming snow is to push that snow, to bring back the snow equally and flat on the trails. So they have the ability with such a vehicle to push the snow back up, full blade, and to place it where they need to be.
Okay, so torque-wise though, because it's 400 horsepower, but like you noted, you guys are pushing that snow, so...
It's close to 1,200.
Really? 1,200?
Yeah, 1,200 pounds
really?
of torque. Yeah, okay. So which is pretty impressive too, because such a vehicle doesn't need to go fast. You know, what you're looking at here is the ability for the vehicle to groom with the finisher on the back, but also to push that snow up, going uphill.
Okay, and what kind of steep, like how high can you go?
We have different versions, but you can go as steep as you want. Till the time you keep the traction going, I mean, you can go as steep as you want.
Okay, so I've done some pretty special things in cars. Has anybody ever flipped it backwards?
No.
No?
No.
Am I going to be the first?
No, you're not. It's not going to happen.
You guys are going to invite me back. How much is this?
In Canadian dollar, we're talking about $400,000.
Wow. Wow. So how often do you have to maintain it? How often do usually people actually get a new one?
Actually, this is a very specialized vehicle. You know, it's not a regular that you can find, a vehicle that you can find every corner. But a vehicle goes by hours, so usually the customer are replacing the vehicle every 8 to 10,000 hours.
Wow, okay.
So they switch vehicle to get more efficient vehicle and just to get things going.
Okay, and the blades then, how often are you switching those out, or based on the hours?
It's not that much the blade, but it's the maintenance. The usual maintenance of a vehicle will be to grease some cylinder points, you know, and movement points. Also to take care of your tracks, because without tracks, two-track vehicle like this won't go anywhere.
Yeah. Similar to a car, right? How often you're switching your tires, right? It'll help it operate better and etc.
It's similar. It's similar this way. So it's not that much high maintenance, but for sure, since the resort don't own 10 of those, they usually have some 3 or 4, you know, they have to take care of it.
Okay, and you guys, the Bison X has the best feature, heated seats.
Absolutely.
Amazing, I love it. That's a great feature. Okay, but before I rip it, right, show me what we got going on here.
Okay, so quickly
what am I gonna break?
Oh, nothing.
Good.
But basically this cabin is first, it's pretty unique. We have a central driving position, so it means for anyone that who's operating the vehicle have a very nice visibility around the vehicle, which is really important.
Yeah.
Most of the vehicle, like cars, they are left driving. We have a center seat, which is pretty unique for such a vehicle. Then you also have a lot of electronics here. If you look at the screen, you see you have all the hydraulics of your vehicle. You see everything that's going on with the vehicle will show up in the screen, which is really technology. The latest technology is already built in the vehicle.
Okay, and when something's going wrong, do you have like huge alerts? Or...
Correct.
Okay.
Similar to cars, you know, it's like computer now,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
but this is helping the operator, the mechanic, to diagnostic and to go further on what the issue is and be certain of what's going on.
Okay, amazing. And usually when you're an operator and you're sitting in this seat, what are you majority of the time paying attention to? Like, what's the worst case scenario?
In front of the vehicle, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, the blade.
Obviously, yeah, the blade, because again, you have the finisher on the back, but basically the finisher is following you. You know, you have to start it to make it going, but what's going on here, it's what's happening in front of you. So when you have moguls to cut, when you have lots of snow, fresh snow, you have to make it clean. So you have to move all that snow, and this is going with the blade.
Okay.
What's exceptional with this blade though, it's a pretty unique for Groomer. This blade has a 12-way position, so it's amazing what you can do. You know, you can play with the blade like this. You have the angles, you have all the wings opening and closing. So there's a lot of things you can do with the blade, and this is what makes the vehicle so amazing.
This is awesome. Okay, how many sensors on these? So specifically, if I'm cleaning a trail, right, can you tell how deep the snow is underneath you? Like, does that matter? Because I mean, like, how low does the blade go before you like crunch something?
Okay, it's a very good question though, and this is where we're going. On that specific unit, we don't have it, but yes, we have system that monitors the snow depth.
Okay.
Which is really interesting. So having such a device or such a system on the vehicle, will have another screen here in that area where you can see what's going on under the blade and under the vehicle. So for ski resort, like we're getting in springtime now, so they can move snow from weak points to, or sorry, the other way around, where you have a lot of snow to some weak points. You know, you have to cover with snow to make sure the season will last as long as possible.
So in the worst case scenario, if I'm not touching anything and the vehicle is moving, does it stop itself, or is there some sort of safety feature that keeps myself and, of course, everybody else and the equipment safe?
Absolutely. There is what we call a coffee cup. Okay. It's very interesting. You know, so just imagine that you're falling asleep while going up the hill or downhill, whatever. After 5 seconds, without doing any functions, you don't do anything. You're sleeping, basically. You know, the coffee cup will show up in the screen, and you have 3 seconds to react. If you don't react, then you will shut off the vehicle, shut down. You stop the vehicle completely, and normally you should wake up.
Yeah, no kidding. But I don't know, these seats, Recaro seats, man, these are racing seats.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. Okay, listen, without further ado, I want to hear more, right? Because again, Prinoth, guys, the best snow groomers in the world. The ultimate Italian, but manufactured in Canada.
Correct. Yeah.
Snow groomer. So, okay, what am I doing, man? First of all, is everybody out of the way? Okay, so how do I make it go straight? And can we do a burnout? Has anybody ever done a burnout in a snow groomer? 360 burnout, man! I did that!
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. A lot of fun things that you can do with the vehicle, for sure.
When the boss isn't watching.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so how do we make it move, and how do we take it up the hill?
Perfect. So basically, you have to activate your hydraulic. Okay. You remove your parking brake, because safety-wise, you have a parking brake here switch that when you turn it on, you see the A for auto brake.
Okay.
And also there is a safety thing that when the two levers there, the
Yep.
two joists, we call it FNR, for
Okay.
front, neutral, and reverse. When they are in the neutral position, or you don't move basically, but you don't apply the brake, the automatic brake will go on, which is a safety feature, because
Yeah.
you can stop in a very steep section, stop moving, I mean, and the auto brake will turn on. So
Okay.
it's
Cool.
safe.
How heavy is it?
It's about 20,000 pounds.
Okay, so it's light.
It has to be light at some point, because
Really? That's
you're
light?
on snow, you know. And this is where people don't really understand or really know about it. It cannot be built as a big loader or thing like that, because it's working on snow, and snow is pretty fragile, pretty soft, you know. And you don't, if you are too heavy, you won't be able to climb. And everything on a vehicle like this, it's made to get him climbing.
Okay. Hey man, 1,100 horsepower. Or sorry, 1,100 pounds of foot torque,
Correct.
right?
400 horsepower.
It's gonna climb. Okay, so am I in neutral right now? How do I make it go forward?
So you remove your brake, everything is removed.
Okay, it's on A.
Then we turn on the throttle and put the joystick forward a bit.
A bit?
Yeah,
What do you mean a bit?
like this. You see we're moving.
Shut up. Okay, let's do the burnout. Don't watch. Okay, so now I want to turn.
Just back up. Yeah, the joystick. Then now you're back to neutral.
Yeah.
So we're stopped.
Yeah.
And the auto brake just came on.
Okay.
You want to back up? Put the two joystick back slowly. Hold on. There you go. So we're
Gotta make
backing
sure
up.
the blades are off first.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
We're
so
backing up.
how fast can it go in reverse?
Oh, it can go fast. Actually, I'm just reducing the speed
Okay.
for the purpose, but we will show you how fast it could go.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so now how do I do a loop around?
All right.
And I don't want the big hill, man. I don't want the big hill.
No, we'll go easy. So you have to understand that just keep it there. So you go the two joystick at the same time.
Yeah.
But if you want to turn, you have to push one ahead of the other.
Okay, and typically an operator, does it, do they use two hands or just one hand, or like
one hand,
fingers?
One hand.
Okay.
Exactly. So they will push like this, and if we want to turn this way, you push this one a little bit more. There you go.
Oh,
and
nice.
we're turning.
Wow, what's the turning radius on this?
Oh, it's 360, it's 0 degree, meaning you can turn on yourself.
Yeah, I guess, right? You're on tracks.
So let's move.
So if I want to go faster, this is
that's the throttle.
Throttle.
So put the two joystick at the same.
Okay.
And let's go this way. A little bit more left. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay, and then essentially to go faster, you just turn up the throttle, right?
Yeah, and there's a speed pot here that we call. So you see, I can increase the speed.
Oh yeah.
See this.
Okay, are my blades up enough?
Yes, I think it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so blade up is pull back, right?
Yeah.
And then blade down is essentially.
Correct.
So if I want to turn that way, I'm moving that. Do you
Just
guys
go
see
left.
that? Pro Star right there. Look at that. Oh yeah, you want to go left? Oh yeah, check that out. Oh yeah. Do you need a special license for this?
No, not really.
Oh, tell them yeah, I'm amazing. Prinoth, you guys are gonna hire me after this. Amazing.
You know that we do have a demo operator, so you can call them.
No.
Let's go on the left side here, left to that tower.
And then you said to go faster, either the throttle here.
So let's go in the middle of that trail. Realign, just keep going straight a bit, and realign yourself, and I will increase the speed. I'll show you how fast we can go.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, then how
so
do
we
you
go
put how do you
straight.
put on the brakes? Like, what's this pedal for? Then?
That's the throttle.
Okay. So I
Similar
could
to
also
what
do
I'm
that
doing
too, right?
So,
Well, let me do it.
oh, sure. There you go. So you have this button here. You can reduce. There you go. You increase or reduce the speed. There's a limitation on it already.
Okay. And
Now
clear
throttle.
Really? That's maxed out?
Yeah,
Burnout time.
A vehicle like this can go up to 18-20 kilometers per hour, which
Okay.
is pretty fast, but you're not doing a great job when you do such a thing.
No. Average speed when you're grooming?
10 to 12 kilometers,
Okay.
which is 7 to 8 miles per hour.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, and what are my what's my tachometer essentially telling me?
Yeah,
right
actually,
now?
we're telling you here that we're going at 60 kilometers per hour. Throttle set is at 1650, 1650 RPM, and we have a bunch of information about what's going on the vehicle here. You have some sensor, positioning sensor on your angle and everything, so it's all showing up here.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's do that burnout.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Holy sh! Oh my gosh!
So when you go down, usually what
Is
the
it applying the
operator,
brakes?
you have to back up, back to the neutral,
Okay.
and you see the brake will go up. Oh no, just put it neutral. There you go. And you see the brakes are going on after 3 seconds by themselves.
Amazing.
You want to apply the brake, you have to put the switch here. Just
Okay.
put the other way. There you go. So then we are
Okay.
we are on the parking brake.
But does it, when you're going downhill, does it have an automatic like slow, like a resistance?
Okay, it's a good question though. There's no brake on such a vehicle.
Okay.
So the way it works, it's hydrostatic pumps. So the way it is assembled, it's you have your engine, you have a gearbox, and you have pumps, hydrostatic pumps. So they are high flow hydrostatic oil that just get the sprocket, I mean the planetary, going. So this is what makes the vehicle moving.
Okay.
So there's no brake. So when you go downhill like this, there's a way to reduce your speed will be with the potentiometers that we do have here.
Okay.
So let's remove the brake first. I'll press one more. There you go. So push the levers, forward. And just reduce the speed with this knob. Yeah.
Okay. Can you watch it on here if I'm reducing it? Like, what if a newbie like me goes the wrong way with the throttle? Like, can you actually see or?
Not with the joystick. No, you don't see it.
Okay. So the further I push this down,
Faster
the
you
it'll
go. So put it at the maximum and reduce the speed here. Reduce it. You can go down to 0. See, it's slowing down. It's slowing down. So even with the 2 FNRs at the maximum speed, you are just slowing down because you reduce the potentiometers.
Okay.
So basically this is the signal to the pump. You reduce the signal to the pump to 50% or 40%, whatever.
Okay. And right now we're clearly not on the steepest hill.
No.
But when you are on the steepest incline, how high can that blade come?
Oh, just push, pull on the joystick. There you go.
Oh, okay.
And play with this one back. There you go.
Wow.
See? So there's a lot of movement you can do with the blade by playing with this button that we call joystick and joystick. So this is a joystick, and this is a mini joystick on the joystick.
Okay. Honestly, what I can appreciate is that it's actually really easy. It's not too overwhelming.
Correct.
Right? When I first got in the Prinoth Bison X, I was a little, not gonna lie, I was a little bit overwhelmed. But it's really not. You guys make it easy, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a very quiet cabin too, so we don't have to talk too loud.
Yeah.
Very comfortable, very good sound system. So you have to keep in mind that those operators are spending 10 to 12 hours in a vehicle like this, so in nighttime.
Yeah. You guys even have a cup holder.
Yeah, there you go.
Heated seats, cup holder, sold. This is amazing. Okay, for my audience, how do we find out more information about the Prinoth?
So you can go on the Prinoth website, so www.prinoth.com, and you will nationwide website. Then you go to the country where you are, and you can get all the information. You could get also the selling office, the closest selling office from you. So it's pretty simple now with the internet, and you can ask for a demo.
Yeah, amazing. Guys, Juliana, your automotive woman. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss stuff like this. Burnout! Yeah!